Hey good people, welcome to the channel. I'm Musically Malnourished and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. Today we are checking back in with our friend Abel, the Weeknd, for his second studio album, our fifth entry with him, because obviously we had the trilogy mixtapes. But this is 2015's Beauty Behind the Madness. Now, before we get into that, we are going to listen to the single King of the Fall that came out, I think, teasing this album. And so we'll see what's going on there. But we're going to give each song a listen, make a few comments along the way. I'll keep some notes in my handy dandy notebook here. That way, after each song, we can talk about the things that stand out and see if we can find out any insider information. If you want to skip to specific songs, the track list and timestamps are in the description, so feel free to do that, or just press play and hang out for the ride. All right, so let's get this thing kicked off with the single from 2014, but I don't think it released on streaming platforms until 2020, so I'm curious if that had to do with maybe some sample clearance or something like that. Not really sure. But we're going to get in and listen to this single. Oh, I almost had the censored version queued up. All right, here we go. Let's get started. All right, King of the Fall.
I'm add it up. I just ate a plate for breakfast. Put it in a cup, then I mix it up with Texas. Just feeling heavy like a midget on my necklace. Bitches that we came with got all of your bitches jealous. About to lead a crib with a couple of my pirates. Driving by the streets we used to walk through like a triumph. Mix it in a potion like a science. That liquid G diet got a nigga so quiet. Cause the shit's so strong. Got me feeling like I'm dying. Like the shit's so wrong. Nothing else can get me high. Only time you see me is when I'm ballin' with my niggas. Cause my life too private, my ride too private, my flight too private, my show's so riot, my jaw's so tired. I go all night in my city till the fall, then it's time for me to fly. I got a girl at home even though she ain't mine. And she gon' give it up cause she know I might like it. She gon' give it up cause she know I might like it. She gon' give it up cause she know I might like it. She gon' give it up cause she know I might like it. Baby girl, you know what I like. Baby, you know just what I like. Baby, you know what I like. Don't be mad, let her get hurt. Don't be mad, let her get hurt. She make her own luck, she don't give a fuck. She tryna have fun, take a break from the love. Man, your girl's so bad, let me get her. Your girl's so bad, let me get her. I'll make my own luck, I'll make that pussy talk. On call to the fall, he can like it or not. Nigga, back the fuck up if you ain't with me, motherfucker.
Had to squeeze that one in there.
If you ain't complimenting, nigga, you offended. I've been out here last year wasting hella time. XO is the only time and best. Them fall shows every year like a birthday. And I'ma do it every year in my birthplace. And I ain't been this gone since Thursday. I never said that I'd be sober in the she gon' give it up cause she know I might like it. She gon' give it up cause she know I might like it. She gon' give it up cause she know I might like it. She gon' give it up cause she know I might like it. Baby girl, you know what I like. Baby, you know just what I like. Baby, you know what I like.
That callback to Thursday, has he done that in another song? Because now I'm like, have I heard this song along the way? That's a great sound.
Just sold out the O2 at my own pace. I can say that I'm attached to nobody. I've been getting paper, why these niggas trying to stop me? Shot my nigga dog, that's a mentor. Had some bad business, nothing personal. But now the word out that we back on some young Quincy Jones, dark skin, Michael Jackson. And these some motherfuckers that they packaged. And you shit up, it sounding like my passion. Bring your girl to my show, give her floor seats. Then she go downtown like she own me. XO, XO, XO. Mix it up, pull it up, take it down slow. This my sound, nigga, fuck your sound. Did it from the ground, ask around, bitch. When I touch down, I'ma shake shit up.
Ah, it's a great drop.
Man, I'ma break it up. He can come back when I go on the road. But that pussy mine for the next 3 months. Cause they keep back, get back, get back. Cold 10 whips for my niggas when we land. Queen Street, nigga making money overseas. Had a few more debts, I'ma pay it all in cash. Shout out EXO, shout out to the boy, broke bread on tour, man, it's all up now. Shot my nigga Sticks, doing good in these streets. Betty popping more bottles than us right now. Reason why they stressing, city never sunny when the kid come through. I'm more niggas than Apollo, but ain't shit funny. Can't nobody stop me on my horse, all trained, I make all of them swallow. All of them swallow, all of them swallow, all of them swallow. I make all of them swallow, all of them swallow, all of them swallow, all of them swallow. I make all of them swallow.
See, this part sounds familiar too.
All of them swallow, all of them swallow. I make all of them swallow, all of them swallow, all of them swallow. I make all of them swallow.
Okay, yeah, Abel's got me tripping. And not from the drink. Not from the scissorp. Because now I'm like, did I add this in on Patreon? Let me go take a look. I mean, I have the Kissland music videos and live performances. So then I was like, maybe I did it over there? But I don't think so. And then maybe somebody threw it in like a music request live stream. Because the two things that I remember, and again, this could be from another song, and this sound is really great, but it's not wildly different than anything Abel's done as far as this dark, atmospheric, these kind of warbling synths, his flow on it. I mean, he sounds amazing on it, and it's a well-structured song, but that Thursday reference and then him talking about swallowing at the end. So I don't know. I feel like maybe I've come across the song. That being said, let's go take a look. It says another free standalone track from Abel, King of the Fall, was released in 2014 in anticipation for his then untitled second album. We find him crooning about drugs, females, and fame, all familiar subject matter. The track lent its name to the Weeknd's 2014 King of the Fall tour. On the 24th of September, he teased the release on Instagram by posting a picture captioned King of the Fall, a picture we will not be showing because it's a little bit troubling. And on September 25th, 2020, the song was finally uploaded to streaming services along with new cover art. I'm curious why there was so much time between it. Why did it take so long to release King of the Fall the Weeknd? Okay, this might be a good source, this article. So no, it's not a new song, but you can finally listen to it. Okay, as true cult, later please, of Abel Tesfaye followers know, the song is nothing new. Much of the excitement generating around the track on social media following its release was from happy campers who simply haven't heard it in forever. So he first dropped in 2014. However, it was later removed from streaming services. In 2018, an unauthorized account reloaded it on Spotify, but it was taken down once the powers that be caught wind. It's unclear why the song was initially available, then removed, re-added, removed again. The availability of music on streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple Music is typically determined by the artists and their labels. So you're telling me we're not going to get an answer. Okay. Maybe somebody here knows. It's speculated it was part of an unreleased album that he'd scrap altogether before he'd go on to make Beauty Behind the Madness. Such a shame, though. Would have loved to see how that album sounded like, but actually, sorry, I am too much of a millennial. I don't know what this is. Am I the only one? Dang it. Now you're sending me down another rabbit hole. What does IIR? No. Okay, it's not recognizing what that stands for either. It's definitely not the Institute of Insurance and Risk Management. If I had to guess, that would just be my guess. So somebody let me know in the comments. I almost think, like, if I remember, maybe. Okay, super straightforward answer. Just like the point you've raised, shame Abel had to scrap the idea of it, though, because just imagine if he hadn't. Okay. So most people think it has to do with a scrapped album, or maybe just, I guess, a different direction they chose to go in. All right. There are a few things I want to look at real quick within the lyrics. Obviously, pretty straightforward song. But when he said fell off stage, okay, no annotation here. I just passed that. Oh, okay, gotcha. So I'm past that stage where they're saying he fell off. Just sold out the O2 at my own pace. Can't say I'm attached to nobody. The main theme throughout Abel's discography is indulgence. Okay. Line is echoed in his track Montreal. Gotcha. So not attached to anybody. I didn't know if he was talking about maybe music labels, but he's just talking about long-term relationships. Okay, and Doc, here the Weeknd is referencing giving a shout out to his producer, Doc McKinney, who played a crucial role in shaping the sound direction of all three of his critically acclaimed mixtapes. Okay, had some bad business, nothing personal. But now that word out that we back on some young Quincy Jones, dark skin Michael Jackson. You didn't know, and you really should. So shame on you. And you, meaning me, the guy I'm looking at right now. Okay. Quincy Jones was Michael Jackson's main producer, basically produced all the classics we know, MJ4. Quincy was his right-hand man. Abel's making comparison by saying Doc McKinney, who has produced literally half Abel's discography, is the Quincy to Abel's MJ, only difference being that Abel is darker than Michael was after his skin disease. Plus, a lot of fans say The Weeknd is Michael Jackson reincarnated on drugs. Abel is making it clear he's aware of the comparison. Yeah, this is a pretty hard line. Their new stuff be sounding like my past stuff. Okay, and the other one I was curious about, he talked about breaking bread. Am I crazy? Broke bread. Okay, shout out to EXO. Shout out to the boy. Break bread on tour. It's all love now. Oh, okay. So Abel shouting out Drake proves there was actually beef between them in 2012 to early 13 when The Weeknd chose to not sign to OVO. Obviously, everything is all good now as they went on a sold-out international tour together. Drake appeared on Live 4. Drake has even said, forget the stuff. Abel is OVO's first signee no matter what. That OVO and that EXO is still everything you believe in. Well, and remembering this back 2014. A lot happened in that time. All right. King of the Fall. Now we're caught up. Time to get this party started with... Let's see. Let me make an adjustment here. Okay. This is track 1 from Beauty Behind the Madness, Real life. Okay.
Tell him this boy wasn't meant for loving. Tell him this heart.
It's a really epic opener.
I'll be the same, never changed for nothing. It's all I know, never learned much more. Mama called me destructive. Oh yeah, said it ruined me one day. Yeah, 'cause every woman that loved me, oh yeah, I seem to push them away.
I love the strings.
That's real life. Oh, oh, oh. Real life. Ooh, mama talking that real life. Oh, oh, oh. That real life.
Mama doing what mama does.
Real life. Real life. I know you don't really understand it. I'm not allowed to regret my choice. I heard that love is a risk worth taking. I wouldn't know, never been that boy. Mama called me destructive.
God, I love this sound.
Said it ruined me one day. Yeah. 'Cause every woman that loved me, oh yeah, I seem to push them away. That's real life. Oh, oh, oh. Real life. Ooh, mama talking that real life.
I love that. Ba, bua, ba, ba, bua, ba.
That real life, real life, real life, real life. Heaven only lets a few in. It's too late for me to choose it. It's too late for me to choose it. Don't waste precious tears on me. I'm not worth the misery. I'm better off when I'm alone. That's real life. Oh, oh, oh. Real life, real life. Ooh, mama talking that real life. Oh, oh, oh. That real life, real life, real life, real that's real life. Oh, oh, oh. Real life, ooh.
It's just a beautifully constructed track. I don't do this a lot, but I do want to go back to this kind of the opening, because you could hear the strings early on. I feel like I know they were very evident, just like maybe a minute into the song or so. But here at the beginning, so this is cool. I feel like it's a great opener, even if you were like open a concert with this. Yeah, here, the strings.
Wasn't meant for loving. Tell him this heart doesn't stay to war. I'll be the same, never changed for nothing.
Yeah, and it's interesting the way they kind of layer the bass hits in with the strings. I always love that, and it's something I've been doing like in creating my own music, but watching other producers that do that. just layer these other sounds in with the kick drum, and it just gives this really cool effect. So I want to look at that for a second, but let's get in and check out some other stuff. All right, like I already said, I think it's a really great opener for the album. I know there are a lot of people that, as Abel goes on, they kind of miss the trilogy days. Obviously, I didn't really grow with the music over that length of time. For me, it's obviously been within a few months of listening to everything. But so far, like I still enjoy where he's going. I think people felt like he went more pop, and I guess I can see that to an extent. And we'll see how it keeps unfolding in this album. But I still feel like you get a lot of the Abel staples. I mean, obviously, it's still his voice, and his voice is only getting better, stronger. I think the production is really well done here. You still have this kind of dark, atmospheric feeling to everything. Still getting very honest lyrics from him. And I love this too as an album opener, the idea of talking about his mother and the concerns that she has, because it's funny. I mean, that's how I often feel listening to these albums, even though it's a long time ago now. But as a father, and moving pretty close to my 40s at this point, I turned 38 in August, that, there is that concern that comes up in me. Like, I wonder how he's doing, And so I can relate from that perspective. And he's telling his mom, like, don't worry about me. Don't waste time on these things that you really want. I'm not really cut out for love. And anybody who really tries to love me, I kind of reject. Which takes me back. I listened to Florence and the Machine, her album Dance Fever, maybe a month ago or so now. Really loved that album, and she has a song in there kind of talking about that idea of like when people try to approach her with real love, it's hard for her. It almost pushes her away. And that's tough, because I can understand from the perspective. Let's take it this perspective. I went through a time where I came to the realization that I was under some really destructive leadership, and that there was a lot of abuse, not physical abuse or anything like that, but more like mental and kind of spiritual abuse. And for a time when I stepped away from that and out from under that leadership and started having to figure out, like, because here's the hardest part about, kind of manipulative or abusive type relationships, where somebody takes their authority too far or whatever, is you then have to parse out what are the actual like good things versus the not good things. Because the hard part is you want to call it all bad, but I came to the realization that there were a lot of things about me as a person underneath that person's leadership that I did grow, and I did get better as a person and learned a whole lot. And a lot of the core of taking care of things or certain professional aspects, I learned underneath that leader. But then I always held on to the parts of me that were like, now this feels true to me, trying to really prioritize people and not make everything so corporate. Kind of getting in deep here, but I think that's part of why I like doing these. Okay, is some people will say he just likes to hear himself talk, but ultimately I enjoy discussing these ideas, and I think that's part of what music does. And my hope is, I don't know why this makes me emotional, is that if there's anything that I've learned along the way that might be helpful to someone out there, or even just in me talking about it, somebody else goes, oh, I went through something like that too. Sometimes hearing that is helpful as well. So I will continue to do this, and if you want to skip to the next song, you're more than welcome to. So that being said, it's this idea of like coming out of that, it took me like 3 years before I ever picked up another book on leadership. I couldn't stand leadership terminology. I couldn't stand, a lot of professional type words. And I felt like every time people were trying to have this kind of leadership type language, it just felt so fake to me, and I wanted nothing to do with it, while at the same time recognizing, like, they're not wrong, they're not evil, like these other people that are, you know, saying these things or using these witty sayings and stuff. It's like I used to eat that stuff up, and then now I just had such an aversion to it because of the experience that I had. But it took time, and then one day I felt like, you know what? I want to take some steps forward again in my leadership. I was facing some challenges that I wasn't sure how to navigate, and so I bought a book and started reading again, and was like, man, I actually really enjoy this. And so anyways, and I learned something. I came from here all the way over to here to eventually like back to here, you know, and found this kind of balance. And so in the same way, all that to say is that if you've experienced some sort of abuse from somebody that was meant to love you, or a relationship that went bad, that you gave it all your all, I can understand you when somebody comes around that may be a perfectly wonderful candidate for a long-term relationship or marriage and building a life together, but there's this thing in you that it's almost like, I need to keep you away. I need to keep that away. I'm not interested. Or even for Abel, it could be from some of the things that he shared. You know, we kind of in the trilogy got these glimpses behind the armor, right? That felt like, oh, there is a vulnerable person there. There is a person there that wants to do better, but is fighting with these sides of themselves and chooses rather to keep the armor up and just keep relationships as more of a physical thing, something that is, what's the word, like, can't think, like, where it's just kind of this exchange of sex, you know, versus real emotion. And so that's a really interesting idea as well. But let's get in here and see if there's anything in the notes. So in this intro, we find Abel opening up, advice from his own mother on how life was going to destroy him over time. In this intro, we find Abel opening up about mistakes and claiming them as such, rather than in the storytelling aspect he's utilized during his career. Song's pre-chorus reminiscent of the bridge on Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. People always told me to be careful of what you do and don't go around breaking young girls. Okay, yeah. Abel also mentions the relationship with his mother on the grandiose Echoes of Silence track, The Fall. I didn't pick up on the Michael Jackson thing in the bridge. Let me look. Because I know people always tell me, be careful who you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. I don't know. I didn't pick up on it. I guess I'd have to listen to it again. Because I felt like this was saying slower. I don't feel like it was saying faster. Maybe they're just saying, I don't know. I don't see the comparison. Hold on. I mean, what else are we going to do right now? So heaven only lets a few in. Or wait, sorry, the screen's going to look funky for a second. Yeah, okay. So let's see. We'll start it here.
Real life. Heaven only lets a few in. It's too late for me to choose it. Don't waste precious tears on me. I'm not worth the misery. I'm better off when I'm alone.
You can listen to drop. Oh. Yeah, that whole part was really pretty. I don't hear it. Maybe I'm just not familiar enough. Let me know in the comments. All right, not a bad opener. Like the production, good start. Perfect song to pick for the intro. Sets up the theme of the album beautifully. Yeah, I don't even know the full themes of the album, but where I assume it's kind of headed, sounds like a great setup. Sets the mood for the album, reflective, honest, emotional. His hair is amazing. How did he do that? Okay. Yep, we are off to a strong start. Let's get into the next one. This is track 2, Losers, featuring Labrinth. Not familiar with Labrinth.
Only losers go to school. I taught myself how to move.
Love clap tracks like this.
I'm not the type to count on you. 'Cause stupid's next to I love you.
Yo, he's really bitter about it.
So what can you show me that my heart don't know already? We make our own sense. You're qualified in me. What can you show me that my heart don't know already? We make our own sense, and you're qualified in me. And you're qualified in me.
Only losers go to school. They can't teach what they can't prove. Can't put this inside a test tube. 'Cause stupid's next to I love you. So what can you show? And my heart don't know already. We make our own sense. You're qualified in me. What can you show? And my heart don't know already. We make our own sense. You're qualified in me.
Dude, that guitar lick that almost replicates the vocal.
And you're qualified in me.
That me. I think they'll do it again.
You're qualified in me.
And now that we're all grown up, who do we owe it to? And now that we've come this far, who do we owe it all to? We did it all alone. Now we're coming for the throne. We did it all alone. Now we're coming for the throne. And now that we all came up, do we lose? Do we lose? So what can you show me that my heart don't know already?
It's very emotion evoking.
And you're qualified in me. What can you show me that my heart don't know already? 'Cause we make our own sense, and you're qualified in me.
I mean,
And you're qualified in me.
we'll try to listen out for any transitions. If I feel like maybe there's one coming, we'll kind of let it roll. But obviously, this was not one. Okay, man. Listen, masterful production on that. I can understand maybe where some like trilogy purists would not love the direction this is moving. But I don't know, man. I'm just not of the opinion. I don't want to hear the same thing from an artist over and over and over and over. Because eventually, the people that were like, oh, I love that early stuff, if that's what he keeps doing for the next 10, 12 years, if he's not evolving, if he's not experimenting, I think you'd find in the same way, it's like, it just feels like the same thing to me. So it is a no-win situation, ultimately, even though I think he's pretty much won to the Super Bowl performance. But as far as in the eyes of fans, I don't think that any artist can just win all the time if they're just listening to what everybody is saying. And that's just in life in general as well, right? Every decision you make is going to have people who are like, I love that. And people are like, I hate that. And you have to make the decisions that feel right to you. But I can understand for people, because this does give a little glimpse into these kind of brighter pieces that maybe move away from some of the foundational sound that he had. I mean, these bright horns. There's even some sound effect type sounds in there that almost sound like coins that you're not always used to hearing, these little bright pieces to kind of balance out the dark, moody. And so I can understand people feeling that way. Ultimately, I find it very interesting, and I like when artists experiment, evolve, and things like that. But yeah, I mean, the ad-libs in here, the layered vocals, the horns, the keys, the guitar licks, like really masterfully done, and I think is an absolutely killer track. Serves as a second track, duet between him and British singer Labrinth. Let's take a look at Labrinth real quick. Oh, cool. Timothy Lee McKenzie, born January 1989, is a British Jamaican. Okay, I picked up a little bit on there, but then it was like I heard I heard this kind of Jamaican, and then I heard British, and I was like, I keep my mouth shut because I don't know, but that makes sense. British Jamaican singer, record producer, composer, multi-instrumentalist, songwriter, hailing from Hackney, London. So is he a solo artist, I'm assuming? See, this always makes me interested. Okay, he's on several songs with people. Yeah, it's always interesting to think of the people you enjoy collaborate with, and makes you interested in their own music and like how they got connected. So Abel dropped out of high school at 17, along with his friend Lamar Taylor, to pursue music. Even though The Weeknd and Labrinth use the same lyrics in their verses, Labrinth isn't a high school dropout. Labrinth's like, hey, just let him know. I'm just kidding. They represent The Weeknd and Lamar making the bold decision to leave and chase their dreams. Throughout the song, they take turns reflecting on their wisdom as they reminisce about their ambitions and careers. All right, some live performances. I know there's some music, probably some music videos too, I would assume. The beat drop, though. Top 10 of the year for me. When the beat in that one song drops, did it start raining outside? Yes, it did. Okay by me. All right, let's look at maybe a few lines real quick. So I'm curious about the title. So only losers go to school. All right. So I guess from his perspective, is for him, it's just so funny as like such a like direct statement, because obviously it's not true, but I think he's trying to say it on the side of like, for him, he felt like being in school was just stupid and nothing, and obviously like it worked out for him. I tend to take a much more balanced approach that I think try to pursue the thing you really want to do while maybe accomplishing just this kind of standard thing that I know. Listen, there's plenty of conversation around the education system and certain things and why they matter, why they don't matter, you know, what's a long-term scam by the government to turn us into little robots versus like what's actually meaningful. And for the time being with the education system, it's kind of one of those things. It's like, you got to do what you got to do what you want to do. Now, again, that doesn't always apply. Obviously, Abel made it through, made a career, and did extremely well. But I tend to be on the side, especially people like, even people pursuing streaming and things like that. I'm like, try to get your education and do this thing. And then if this thing, you know, you get to this place, you're always having to do that in life, right? When you want to pursue passion projects, but you have certain responsibilities and you have to kind of like balance the two, you know, until it's like, oh, wait, I think I have this opportunity to really push into this thing. Or you find these moments in time that you're like, oh, I got 6 months before I need to address this responsibility. And so I'm going to go on a sprint and see if there's anything here. But I'm assuming that's where the whole point of the title comes from. These losers that stayed around in school while I went and made stuff happen. Okay. So yeah, I think that's kind of the main crux there. All right. Track 3. This is titled Tell Your Friends. Hey, if you're enjoying this video and you want access to hundreds of hours of additional content from dozens of artists, then check out my Patreon. That's where we host music videos, live performances, exclusive live streams, behind the scenes content, documentaries, and you get the ability to help vote on the albums we listen to here on the channel. Patreon is the best way to support this channel, and you can get access to the entire library, past, present, and future for just $5. Join the amazing community that we're building over there, and I try to make it worth your time and your money. All right, let's get back into it.
Not the same, I am too reckless.
It's kind of jazzy
These niggas, they've been
direction is interesting.
And they about to call the wrong attention. And I don't got no patience, no more testing. I do shit how I want, don't need no blessing. XO niggas ain't nothing to mess with. Nobody stopping us from what we destined. And everybody around you is so basic. I'm never rocking white, I'm like a racist. I don't drink my liquor with a chasing. Now money is the only thing I'm chasing. And some dope dimes on some coke lines. Give me head all night, come 4 times. Baby girl just wanna smoke a pound. Do an ounce, get some dick, tell her friends about it. Go tell your friends about it. About it. Go tell your friends about it. About it. Go tell them what you know, what you seen, how I roll. Go tell your friends about it. About it. Go tell your friends about it. I'm that nigga with the hair singing about popping pills, fucking bitches, living life so true. Last year I did all the politicking. This year I'ma focus on the vision. I think these hoes deserve another fixin'. I'm talking about the ones on the beginning. Don't believe the rumors, bitch, I'm still a user.
He's just laying it out there.
I'm a villain in my city. I just made another killing. I'ma spend it all on bitches. And everybody fucking, everybody fucking. Pussy on the house, everybody fucking. Man, I miss my city, man, it's been a minute. MIA, a habit, Cali was a mission. Cruise through the West End in my new Benz. I'm just trying to live life through a new lens. Driving by the streets I used to walk through when I had no crib. I guess you call that shit a miracle. Go tell your friends about it. Go tell your friends about it. About it. Go tell them what you know, what you see, how I roll, how I get on the low. Go tell your friends about it. Go tell your friends about it. I'm that nigga with the hair singing about popping pills, fucking bitches, living life so true. Said I made it big and it's unusual. She tried to take a selfie at my grandma's funeral. Used to roam on Queen, now I sing Queen Street anthems. Used to hate attention, now I pull up in that wagon. And I was broken, I was so broke. I used to roam around the town when I was homeless. Me and Lamar would rob a nigga for his Jordans and flip it just to get these hoes another nose fix. Now we get faded when we want, girl, we got choices. Lay them on the fucking table, we got choices. And if they wanna fuck my niggas, they got choices. They told me not to fall in love, that shit is pointless. Yeah, that shit is pointless. They told me not to fall in love, that shit is pointless. Yeah, that shit is pointless. They told me not to fall in love, that shit is pointless. Go tell your friends about it. Go tell your friends about it. About it. Go tell them what you know, what you see, how I roll, how I get on the low. Go tell your friends about it. Go tell your friends about it. I'm that nigga with the hair singing about popping pills, fucking bitches, living life so true. Life so
Okay, I'm conflicted. I think the sound of it, I love the sound of it. I think obviously Abel's vocals are beautiful. I think the chorus and the flow, I mean, everything about the track is great. I think my conflict comes more in the side of, and I shared this on, I think my Travis Scott, what are these called? Album reaction. That there was a lot that I liked. For me, tracks like this, you know, just kind of kill a bit of a replay value. And a lot of that just has to do with like where I'm at in my life. I spent some years, you know, in drugs, in alcohol, with my mind only about, you know, trying to get with some girl, not really caring who it was or what girl it was. You know, and for me, I was rescued out of that life and I've built a beautiful life, with the same woman. You know, we just celebrated 17-year wedding anniversary. I have 3 kids. My oldest is, 15. And these kind of lifestyles are the thing that I'm giving cautionary tales to him and trying to lead him away from. Because I don't think they ultimately end in a good place. I think they leave you depressed. I think they leave you empty and hollow. No matter what you say, you know, you can say how much you love it, how much fun you're having, and sure, you might be for a time. But that comes to a close if you make it out the other side. And so for me, it just creates this like feeling of emptiness, and so just a lifestyle I have no interest in, so therefore I don't really care to listen to songs about it. So don't hate me, just being honest. I can't deny the beauty of the music. I think from a lyrical point, it's just like, man, that sounds like the worst life in the world to me. So, with all of that, it does feel like as well with the trilogy and somewhat with Kissland as well, you kind of had this narrative of these types of experiences. And on this, it's more like, as opposed to walking us through the narrative of it, it's more this like 10,000 foot view of kind of like, here's what's going on, here's who I am, here's what I'm accomplishing. So it is a little bit of a switch in tone in that way. So this debuted live on stage in Las Vegas, was followed by the release of a music video just days before. The video also features visuals for the album's intro. The song has our Canadian crooner inviting listeners to take a real look at his lifestyle. Abel has nothing to hide. Self-destruction, chasing fame, relationships with women, drugs are all major themes throughout the album. The track was produced by Kanye West, who approached Abel first. Everyone's a character on my album, and Kanye's production, voice, and input is a character too. There's so much detail in his sessions, and he definitely helped craft who I've been subconsciously for the past few years. To actually be with him and talk to him and work with him, it's just like coming to life. Kanye needed to be on this album because I feel like I'm going through what he's been going through, reinventing himself, pushing the boundaries, and he looks at himself as pop. He says, I'm a pop artist, you can't put me in one category. In addition to producing this track, Kanye also styled Abel for his GQ shoot, where he sported the first Yeezy collection with Adidas. All right. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, like tying these patterns together. Only a $7,000 outfit. Ain't no thing. Okay, these shoes are kind of fun. Oh, I remember these. That pattern was so popular for so long. Okay. Also, after much speculation of there being no OVOXO revival, Drake the Sixth himself decided to drop a freestyle remix over the top of this song. This beat was originally slated for inclusion on Kanye's unreleased album. Waiting for that Kanye verse. Still waiting, wishing Kanye had a verse. The Tell Your Friends music video features scenes that strongly resemble parts of the 1997 film Lost Highway. We won't spoil too much there. All right. If you're still here after my comments about the track, let's check out track 4, titled Often.
Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. temperature. But we ain't really gonna sleep at all. You ain't gonna catch me with them sneak pictures. In my city, I'm a young god. That pussy kill be so vicious. My God, white, he in my pocket. You get me redder than the devil till I go. Now she asked me if I do this every day. I said often. Asked how many times she wrote the wave. Not so often.
Title of the song.
Bitches down to do it either way. Often, baby, I can make that pussy rain. Often. Girl, I do this often. Make that pussy pop it. Do it how I want it. Often. Girl, I do this often. Make that pussy pop it. Do it how I want it. Often. Infatuated by the fame status. She wanna ride inside the G-Class gray matic. I come around, she leave that nigga like he ain't matter. That girl been drinking all day, need a change bladder. She just happy that the crew back in town. She about to go downtown for a whole hour. If I had her, you can have her, man, it don't matter. I'm never sour, I'm just smoking something much louder. She asked me if I do this every day. I said often. Asked how many times she rode the wave. Not so often. Bitches down to do it either way. Often, baby, I can make that pussy rain. Often. Girl, I do this often. Make that pussy pop it. Do it how I want it. Often. Girl, I do this often. Make that pussy pop it. Do it how I want it. Often. Ooh, the sun's rising up. The night's almost done. The night's almost done. But I see your eyes. You wanna go again? Girl, I'll go again. Girl, I'll go again. She asked me if I do this every day. I said often. Asked how many times she rode the wave. Not so often. Bitches down to do it either way. Often, baby, I can make that pussy rain. Often, girl, I do this often. Make that pussy pop it. Do it how I want it. Often, girl, I do this often. Make that pussy pop it. Do it how I want it. Often. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah.
Was there somebody singing in French in the background? That was really pretty. See, for me, I think that I'm loving the sound of this album. I'm loving the evolution in that aspect. What I want to see is an evolution in Abel. Personally, I think you can only listen to so many songs. Again, unless this is the lifestyle that you care about. And I don't even like saying the word because I think it's a crude word. You can only hear so many songs about pussy. Like, I would never even say that to my wife because I treat her like a lady. You know what I mean? You can only hear so many songs about that before it's just like, okay, and I can make it rain and things like that. I'm just, obviously, like, I think sex is a great thing. Okay, there's plenty of things about it. I just obviously have a different view upon it and its purpose, and and I've shared my thoughts on that plenty of times, so I won't go long into here. But for me, it's a celebration of faithfulness. It's a celebration of true love towards somebody that you commit yourself to, and you don't just throw yourself around like, you or sex doesn't have any true meaning. It's an exchange that's meant to mingle souls together who have been caring for one another, devoting themselves to one another, working for one another, fighting for one another, backing each other up, building something together, and then you have this celebration together of all of those things. So that's my only feeling around this. Song was really released 2014. Okay, in July 2015, it was revealed this song would appear as the 4th track on the Weeknd's 2nd studio album. Okay, not safe for work. I will listen to the song often. All right, let's see what he has for us. Going into track 5, this is titled The Hills.
Your man on the road, he doing promo. You said keep our business on the low. I'm just trying to get you out the friend zone. Cause you look even better than the photos. I can't find your house, send me the info. Driving through the gated residential. Found out I was coming, sent your friends home.
This is sounding familiar, like whatever maybe the chorus beat is. Okay. I've heard this, but not the whole song. I mean, musically, dude, absolutely incredible.
I'ma let you know and keep it simple. Trying to keep it up don't seem so simple. I just fucked 2 bitches before I saw you. And you gon' have to do it at my tempo. Always try to send me off to rehab. Drugs started
Wow.
like it's deep.
That's a great line.
I'm just trying to live life for the moment. And all these motherfuckers wanna realize I only call you when it's half-assed. But the only time that I be by your side, I only love it when you touch me, not feel
Wow, that line too?
that's a real me when I'm fucked up, that's a real me, yeah. I only call you when it's half-assed. But the only time I'd ever call you mine, I only love it when you touch me, not feel me when I'm fucked up, that's a real me when I'm fucked up, that's a real me, babe. Hills have eyes, the hills have eyes.
Yeah, man, that song's killer. And honestly, like the lines in there, which again, these are ones I've seen in previous projects with Abel, that and they're the most interesting to me. I think there's a different word I'm looking for. Compelling are those little where you get to kind of see through the armor a little bit. When you touch me, not feel me. Again, Abel's constantly here, right? I don't want to let you in. I don't want anything more than this physical relationship. And there's a few lines in there like that. And that narrative to me is very interesting. And what I would love to see, I don't know if it goes this way even in the next few albums, is that progression of him as a person. Do we ever get to see that armor begin to melt away? Does anybody ever make it through? Does he ever begin to kind of shift maybe his goals and perspectives and desires? And so I understand some of the other songs, it is just his honesty. And so I try to approach all of these things without judging, but also I think somewhat you're here to hear me share my honest opinion. And so you can't deny just the creativity and the beauty of these tracks and all of that. And then Abel's honesty, it's his music, his life. He can live it and share it however he wants. I'm just sharing what resonates with me and what doesn't resonate with me. But those little chinks in the armor, or I guess revealing these inside feelings and this wanting to keep everything at an arm's distance, are so compelling to me. And so I'm curious to see, how that all comes out. Originally nicknamed Mood Music, first teased in a live performance at South by Southwest, the narrative of The Hills is a sinking sexual affair. Abel sets the record straight about what this woman means to him, reminds her that she plays an equally guilty part in this affair. Okay, and then some information about how well it performed. What is this? On October, 2 remixes were released featuring both Eminem and Nicki Minaj. That's crazy. Abel declared there's 67 versions of The Hills, arguably one of my biggest songs. 67? Why? I premiered a demo in 2015 as part of the rollout of Beauty Behind the Madness. I played it over the speakers. I was like, let's play it just for fun to get fans excited. That version was called Mood Music. Lamar Taylor recorded it on his phone. It was a snippet, just half the song. It was posted on SoundCloud, and it got the most views on SoundCloud had ever seen, or something. A bad phone recording. So then the whole world has that version, but the version I'm still working on in the studio doesn't sound like that version, even though it's the same song. I lost my mind making that record because there are noises in the SoundCloud version I tried to replicate in the studio. Somebody in the crowd screaming right before the drop. That wasn't there before. So I had to put a fake scream in the song. That's what I deal with when I make music, and that's just on a public level. Now just imagine a song that I'm living with by myself. Okay, cool. We had a real, professionally recorded version there by Vivo. Always love those. Looks like maybe a music video as well. Instead of 1,000 words. Yene and fikir are two separate words. The first means my, the second means love. This means I love you. I'm a Native American speaker. For future reference, I can translate any future lyrics that Weeknd sings. So what did they say up here about it? Outro is sung in Amharic, a Semitic language native to Ethiopia. The Weeknd himself is of Ethiopian descent. It's his first language. On the record version of the song, however, a faint female voice croons these final lines using the feminine conjugates of these words. I love you to a man means my beautiful. Abel uses the masculine versions in the live versions. I love you very much, my beauty. Love you very much, my love. All right. Yeah, I know that one was a hit. Because even when it was leading up to it, I was like, just even the sounds before the beat drop, I was like, dude, this sounds kind of familiar. And then when the beat dropped, I was like, okay, I've definitely heard that, the chorus before. All right. Let's get into track 6, titled Acquainted. I mean, every track's so unique, too.
Baby, you're no good. 'Cause they warned me about your type, girl. I've been ducking left and right. Baby, you're no good. Think I fell for you, I fell for you, I fell for you. You got me putting time in, time in. Nobody got me feeling this way. You probably
Good.
lying,
See, I love this. I love this character development.
bitches coming right where you got me touching on your body. You got me touching on your body. To say that we're in love is dangerous, but girl, I'm so glad we're acquainted. Oh, I'll get you touching on your body. I'll get you touching on your body. I know I'd rather be complacent, but girl, I'm so glad we're acquainted. We're acquainted.
I love this. I'd rather be complacent.
Good. All my niggas think I'm crazy 'cause I'm thinking about us lately, but really if I could, I forget about you, get about you, get about you. You got me putting time in, time in. Nobody got me feeling this way. You probably think I'm lying, lying. I'm used to bitches coming right where you got me touching on your body. You got me touching on your body. To say that we're in love is dangerous, but girl, I'm so glad we're acquainted. Oh, I got you touching on your body. I got you touching on your body. I know I'd rather be complacent, but girl, I'm so glad we're acquainted. We're acquainted.
All right, getting a tie back to mom.
Crying, 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 'cause I won't find somebody that's real. Yeah. 'Cause every time I try to run, the fast life keeps gaining on me.
Yup.
Yeah. But ever since I met you, I couldn't believe what you did. So come for me, babe. Ain't no rush for me, babe. Ooh. I'll keep on touching on your body.
Yeah, and we're getting this real soft. Dude, this is good.
On your body. To say that we're in love is dangerous, but girl, I'm so glad we're acquainted. Oh, I got you touching on your body. Touching on your body. I got you touching on your body. I know I'd rather be complacent, but girl, I'm so glad we're acquainted. We're acquainted.
Dude, enough can't be said about the production on this album. Okay, we'll switch up. Okay, we're not out of the woods yet. Something so interesting in there, man. Because at the end, you kind of get this de-evolution back into the darkness. But it's so interesting when Abel gets on these themes, how consistent they are. And I don't know, if it's partly this kind of setup in the beginning, again, of this debaucherous lifestyle, getting to know this character and then see maybe the evolution throughout, but you do begin to see again through the armor a bit here. And these lines, I think the touch to feel would have been a cool connection to the previous song, right? If to make some sort of tie between you got me touching on your body, and then because you can see in him there's this magnetic force in this person that is changing something about him. And it would have been cool to see him do something there about touching, but then maybe move more into, but like you got me feeling or wanting to feel. I just think that would have been cool. But he kind of expresses that, even in the things, if I could forget about you, I'd forget about you. And, even the line a little bit crude, I'm used to see them coming. But he's saying, but you got me touching, which I feel like is this, although yes, they're both physical, he's saying more like, no, I enjoy spending time with you. I'm not just trying to like reach this certain end really quickly. Like I like being with you. There's something different about you. And so I like those themes for sure. I've already made that apparent. Let's see, The Weeknd and Elangelo revive a partnership that started when Elangelo produced The Weeknd's entire trilogy of mixtapes. He provided no production on The Weeknd's 2013 debut album, Kissland. Ben Billions also contributed to the song's instrumental. Originally recorded as Girls Born in the 90s, Acquainted was re-recorded and retitled after it was leaked, with the Billboard chart topper Can't Feel My Face and In the Night. Are those on this album? Oh, okay. I don't think I've heard In the Night, but I have heard Can't Feel My Face. Probably not the entire song, but I'm familiar with it. Man, they really went all out on this album, the amount of music videos. This says, I think this song could be symbolic of his newfound relationship with the mainstream music industry. Baby, you're no good. They warned me about your type. I've been ducking left and right. All of his day one fans have been dreading him turning pop, hoping he'd continue making trilogy-esque music. And he knows this. Think I fell for you. You got me putting time in. Got a taste of the mainstream with his Ariana Grande feature and earned it. And he might like it. He's since made some poppy songs. In the Night, he's putting time in to become a mainstream artist. You got me touching on your body. To say that we're in love is dangerous. I know I'd rather be complacent, but girl, I'm so glad we're acquainted. With the aforementioned feature, earned it. I Can't Feel My Face, etc. He's transforming into a more mainstream sound. He's touching the proverbial mainstream body. Does he love it? Probably not. Rather stick to his roots, create music similar to what he made him who he is. He knows his new sound will sell well, so he's happy the masses approve of it. That's a really cool insight. And that's, not crazy. We've seen that in other albums, right? In other projects. Kind of sometimes the girl figure, although it does play out easily as a relationship type thing, also could be indicative of his relationship with the music industry or newfound fame or things like that. All right, track 7, I Can't Feel My Face.
And I know she'll be the death of me, at least we'll both be numb.
Yeah, this one slaps.
Always get the best of me, the worst is yet to come. But at least we'll both be beautiful and stay forever young. This I know, this I know. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both know we can't go without it. She told me you'll never be alone. I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. I can feel my
Giving the
face
bass the spotlight it deserves.
but I love it. And I know she'll be the death of me, at least we'll both be numb. And she'll always get the best of me, the worst is yet to come. All the misery was necessary when we're deep in love. Yes, I know, girl, I know. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both know we can't go without it. She told me you'll never be alone. I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both know we can't go without it. She told me you'll never be alone. I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it.
Definitely get the Michael Jackson feels within this one. Man, I love seeing a song where the bass is just the driving force, the driving instrument within it. So well done. All right, let's take a look here. Because I think obviously the I Can't Feel My Face When I'm With You is drug related. Song personifies drug addiction, likening it to the love of a woman, has been described as classic pop by critics. Okay, that's interesting. Because I guess I've always heard it and thought of it as like, I can't feel my face when I'm with you because like we do drugs together. But if you put this person as the drug, I can't feel my face when I'm with you. I've never actually listened to it or thought of it through that lens. It's described as classic pop by critics, comparing it to sounds of that of Michael Jackson. This track also marked the first collaboration between The Weeknd and powerhouse pop producer Max Martin. Okay, I'm familiar with that name. Can't Feel My Face is the third single. It leaked. Jeez, all these leaks are crazy. It was the Weeknd's first solo pop hit without the aid of Ariana Grande or the 50 Shades of Grey film. As such, it marked the completion of The Weeknd's 4-year transition from niche alternative R&B to bona fide pop stardom. The song eventually reached number 1 on the Billboard chart for 3 non-consecutive weeks. In an interview with Zane Lowe, says it was the fastest song I had written on Beauty Behind the Madness. It was one of the last records. It almost didn't make the record. Wrote that in about maybe 40 minutes. Okay, released an alternate video for the 6-year anniversary. Got another Vivo Presents here. And the original video. I love mainstream radio will think that this is a love song. Yeah, I never heard it as a love song. I love how The Weeknd has been consistently releasing these mainstream radio hits that actually sound good. It's refreshing and rare to hear real quality music on the radio. His album, which coming in August, I believe will be a masterpiece. The most cocaine song ever. Didn't my mother just ask me whether this was Michael Jackson? Laugh out loud. Well, I agree. Some parts sound like him. Maybe, may he rest in peace. All right. Track 8. I keep getting thrown off because I have a 1 where we did the King of the Fall. 9 on mine, 8 on the album. This is Shameless.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of acoustic guitar with The Weeknd.
Like me, say it louder. Who's gonna touch it like me? Like me. Ooh, said you wanna be good, but you couldn't keep your composure. Ooh, said you wanna be good, but you're begging me to come over. Ooh, come over. Ooh, saying who's gonna fuck you like me? Yeah. I don't wanna hurt you, but you live for the pain. I'm not trying to say it, but it's what you became. You want me to fix you, but it's never enough. That's why you always call me, cause you're scared to be loved. But I'll always be there for you. I'll always be there for you. I'll always be there for you, girl. I have no shame. I'll always be there for you. I'll always be there for you. I'll always be there for you, girl. I have no shame. Say it louder, yeah. Who's gonna love you like me? Like me, yeah. Say it louder. Who's gonna touch you like me? Like me. Ooh, said it'd be the last time. All you needed was a little closure. Ooh, said it'd be the last time, but you're begging me to come over. Ooh, come over. Ooh, saying who's gonna fuck you like me? Hey, I don't wanna hurt you, but you live for the pain. I'm not trying to say it, but it's what you became. You want me to fix you, but it's never enough. That's why you always to be loved. But I'll always be there for you. I'll always be there for you. I'll always be there for you, girl. I have no shame. I'll always be there for you. I'll always be there for you. I'll always be there for you, girl. I have no shame. Who's gonna fuck you like
Man, a really unique track among this album and his discography. The acoustic guitar and then the electric solo. Very cool. You know, it's like she's scared to love, but it's his affirmation. You don't have to worry about that with me. I'm always here for the booty call, and I don't have any shame about it. All right, let's take a look here. Shameless presents a friends with benefits arrangement gone bad. Abel continues in the relationship even though he realizes the emotional damage it's doing to his partner. Instead of being apologetic, he blames the girl for not being honest with herself. Abel's choosing to fulfill his own needs without shame. The beat was produced by both The Weeknd and Wheezy. Acoustic guitar creates a dark, laid-back groove that magnifies the callous disregard of the lyrics. Yeah, I mean, the album as a whole is definitely triumphant, you know, from a musical perspective. Okay. Wasn't familiar with The Weeknd's involvement with 50 Shades of Grey. I haven't watched any of those, but I'm assuming because this song, track 9, says Earned It, and then in brackets has 50 Shades of Grey. Guess we'll find out on the other end. I'm assuming it has a connection with the movie.
I'ma care for you.
Which sounds fitting. Yeah.
I'ma care for you.
It always makes me think of carnivals.
You make it look like it's magic. Oh, yeah. 'Cause I see nobody but you. I'm never confused. Hey, and I'm so used to being used. So I love when you call unexpected. 'Cause I hate when the moment's expected. So I'ma care for you. I'ma care for you. Yeah. 'Cause girl, you're perfect.
Love how the piano keys are following those lines.
You work it, 'cause girl, you earned it. Shit, girl, you earned it. Yeah, you know our love would be tragic. Oh, yeah. So you don't pay it. No, mind. We live with no lies. Hey, you're my favorite kind of night. So I love when you call unexpected, 'cause I hate when the moment's expected. So I'ma care for you. I'ma care for you. Yeah. 'Cause girl, you're perfect. You're always worth it. And you deserve it. The way you work it. 'Cause girl, you earned it. Shit. Girl, you earned it. Yeah, on that lonely night, said it would be love, but we felt the rush. It made us believe it was only us. Convinced we were broken inside. Yeah, inside. Yeah, 'cause girl, you're perfect. You're always worth it. And you deserve it. The way you work it. 'Cause girl, you did. Shit, earned it. Yeah, earned it. Na, 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 na.
The variety of sounds and melodies and everything on this album is really impressive, while still remaining in this kind of pocket, this dark R&B. It says one of the best modern R&B voices featured on the soundtrack for 50 Shades of Grey. Would it be a complete soundtrack without Abel? Revealed in August 2015, earned it. Also featured on Beauty Behind the Madness. Set to one of his most upbeat and orchestral instrumentals yet, he dances between classy and lecherous? Is that meant to be like kind of like luxurious? I've never heard this word. Means so lecherous? Having or showing excessive or offensive sexual desire. She ignored his lecherous gaze.
Lecherous.
All right. So between classy and lecherous, as he woos the one girl he truly loves. This mirrors Christian's infatuation as he enjoys Anna's fleeting innocence in the film. Solo breakout hit. According to Songfacts, The Weeknd told E! News, the film and my music is a match made in heaven. If you listen to my album or any of the past work I've done, it's very 50 Shades of Grey. Agreed. Should have given Abel the whole soundtrack. If there was ever a movie made for his music. I know it's not usually the Weeknd style, but given the plot and characters of the book or movie, could the third verse in the song actually be stating the two lovers went in just for sex but realized there was something more than just lust? Something like love. The third verse is a ringer for that. They said it wouldn't be love, but they felt the rush. That is the emotional rush of love that made them tune out the rest of the world. The last line implies both lovers thought, convinced they could never feel real love. What happens when they interact makes them feel more. This ties in with hints in the first verse and chorus. He says he's never confused. Getting used for sex happens for him all the time. But if she calls unexpected, it's, well, unexpected and throws him off. Result, he starts to care about her. That could be. I kind of picked up that line is like he enjoys the rush. So versus it being something that's expected, which a lot of times in a long-term relationship, you know, and you've got a lot of responsibilities or kids or things like that, you sometimes are like, hey, what do you think about tonight? You know, or if he's set something up, let's just say, in not necessarily a marriage relationship, but he set something up that he knows they're going to go out or whatever and how the night's going to end. For me, the line spoke more to that rush of the unexpected. Like, ooh, I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, like, I'll make time for you. I'll come over, whatever. Let me know if you have any thoughts. All right, track number 10 of 14. This is In the Night.
All alone she was living in a world without an end or beginning. Baby girl was living life for the feeling, but I don't mind.
Okay, I think I've heard this chorus.
Oh, and all the wrongs she committed, she was numb and she was so codependent. She was young and all she had was the city, but I don't mind. I don't mind, and I know that she's capable of anything. It's riveting, but when you wake up, she's always gone, gone, gone. Oh, in the night she hears it calling.
No, I've never heard this.
In the night she's dancing to relieve the pain. She'll never walk away. I don't think you understand. In the night when she comes crawling,
Whoa, dude, this is crazy.
bills and tears keep falling down her face. She'll never walk away. I don't think you understand. He sang a song when he did it. He was cold and he was so unforgiving. Now she dances to the song on the minute. Yeah, all the time. All the time. Oh, and make her weak when she hear it. And it got her on her knees like religion. She was young and she was forced to be a woman. Yeah, all the time. All the time. And I know that she's capable of anything. It's riveting, but when you wake up, she's always gone, gone, gone. Oh, in the night she hears it calling. In the night she's dancing to relieve the pain. She'll never walk away. I don't think you understand. In the night when she comes crawling, dollar bills and tears keep falling down her face.
Oh my gosh, dude. Such a tragic line.
Walk away. I don't think you understand. Oh, baby. No, no, no.
I think out of all of his more like pop type sounds, this is by far my favorite. I think this exceeds everything else so far in that kind of category for him. This kind of song, I'm all on board with. So if you're still stuck around and you don't mind some of my comments about maybe some of the more crude or lewd, and that just tends to be a fact. Even when I've listened to some other albums, not necessarily from The Weeknd, from other people, those are just the songs I don't really relate with or really want to listen to again. But when we get into stuff like this to me is brilliant and tragic, and of course is speaking about, you know, a subject matter, because it appears to be speaking about a stripper. I think there's more going on here, and I think there's even more going on here than I can even fully understand in a first listen, or without maybe some of your help as well. And so even though it may be a subject matter that I don't necessarily rock with, like this kind of song I can listen to, because it doesn't fall into that really like crude place for me. I think this song and the emotion and everything put into it, if I'm correct, probably speaking about a stripper when you're talking about performative in nature, it seems, these dollar bills falling, but tears at the same time. I think could speak about that, but also to me kind of has that air of maybe talking about Abel and his journey and things as well, as that as you rise in fame, in a way you can start feeling that identity crisis, you know, of what people want from you versus what you want to make versus what's going to sell. You've got managers and you've got fans, you've got your own inner self trying to figure these things out. And this feeling of performing for others when requested, but at the same time, like you're making money and people are calling for you. And so there's that challenge there, and that she'll never walk away from the life, even if there is some part of it that she doesn't desire, he doesn't desire, like he's not going to walk away from it. And even his idea of I don't think you understand is like, could be breaking the fourth wall in the song. I don't think you understand what I'm really talking about. It could also be like, I don't think you understand the challenge that exists there, the motivation behind it. This is just a really, really brilliant song. Let's see if we can get any further understanding here. In the Night. So though upbeat in tempo, In the Night explores dark themes following a survivor of childhood abuse, similar to the horror stories told on The Weeknd's debut studio album, Kissland. The song is reminiscent of Marilyn Monroe's survival story. American actress and model was abused as a child, often spoke about it in the media. Interestingly, Marilyn Monroe was able to use her sexuality as a source of healing, becoming known as America's most famous sex symbol. In an interview with GQ, The Weeknd spoke about this inspiration. Max's studio used to be Marilyn Monroe's old house, and I came up with a concept for a song called In the Night in her bedroom. That's crazy. That was pretty amazing. Unfortunately, I couldn't help but imagine Joe DiMaggio's sperm everywhere on the floor. That's haunting. The Weeknd also revealed further inspiration to the New York Times, stating the song was made in homage to Michael Jackson. When first played for music publisher Ron Perry, screamed with excitement, "It's Billie Jean, it's Billie Jean." There you go. Let me see, though, about the dollar bills. So, yeah, that's awful. Just looking at through that lens. Cold and unforgiving. Now she dances to the song on the minute. Makes her weak when she hears it. Got her on her knees like religion. She was young, forced to be a woman. So in the night she hears him calling. In the night she's dancing to relieve the pain. So people who experience traumatic events are typically haunted by these persistent memories forever. She hears him calling is most likely a recount of the traumatic abuse. Okay. So victims of sexual violence usually develop low self-esteem, a feeling of worthlessness, and an abnormal or distorted view of sex. It's so tragic. She uses dancing or stripping as an escape, so I wasn't completely wrong here. I didn't understand the first motivation. I was wondering about relieving the pain, excuse me. But instead of finding empowerment, she's left in tears and dollar bills, both of which fall down on her face. Abel stresses if you haven't experienced trauma like this, it may not be possible to relate to her decision-making. Despite the damage that prostituting herself causes, the vicious cycle she's trapped in is hard to break. So, yeah, I caught half of it. Now, did every line say relieving? Because I felt like it said reliving as well, but I guess not. Let me jump back over here to make sure. Because it would have been interesting to switch from relive to relieve. Okay, so no, I guess it was relieve through the whole thing. Wow. Yeah, that's an incredibly deep and sad and haunting song. Really, really brilliant in the way that they went about that. Okay. Track 11, As You Are.
It's just me and you. They couldn't see what I see in you. Yeah, 'cause I believe in you. You're the only one I choose. Even though you break my heart, even though you break my heart, babe, I know what we are lost too young. Oh, even though you break my heart, I'ma need you, I'ma need you, I'ma need you. Yeah, show me a broken heart and all your scars. Yeah. Baby, I'll take you as you are. I'll take you as you are.
See, I love this.
Show me your broken parts and all your flaws. Yeah. Baby, I'll take you as you are. I'll take you as you are. Yeah. It's just you and I. Ooh, yeah. Just a phase in a little love. Yeah. We can sex all night. Ooh, I see the one, two in your eyes. But you know I'll break your heart. 'Cause I know what we are lost too young. Even though I break your heart, I'ma need you, I'ma need you, I'ma need you. Yeah, show me a broken heart and all your scars. as I am. Baby, won't you take me as I am? As I am, as I am, as I am. Baby, won't you take me as I am? As I am, as I am. Baby, won't you take me as I am? As I am, as I am, as I am. Baby, won't you take me as I am? As I am, as I
See, even though this still has this kind of poppy type punch to it, this is still indicative of those songs in his projects. Again, you kind of get this like party type stuff going on, and then you start to just keep moving deeper and deeper, and this becomes one of those very introspective tracks that I love the idea of him saying, I'll take you as you are, scars, everything, and then the second half of the song get this flip into take me as I am, which is the basis for any relationship. Now you have to decide, is this person at a place in which I want to receive them as they are, depending on what's going on in their lives? Is it healthy for you guys? Things like that. But even in like the healthiest of relationships, you're still taking a person as they are. You're taking them as they are. They're taking you as you are. And hopefully your goal is together, like you have things you want to pursue, things that you want to grow better in and stuff like that. But we're all flawed people. And to expect perfection from somebody before taking that step is, what's the word? Like, I can't think of the right word, but it's impossible, right? Like none of us are perfect. None of us are going to be perfect. And that's the point, is together you move forward. As You Are, song from the Weeknd's studio album. It's about being in a relationship that's clearly destined to fail. Both partners recognize their impending doom, but their young love causes them to be optimistic, blinds them from accepting their fate. I mean, I guess I could see that if you take everything and it's the album in its totality, but to me, there is still something very innocent in there. Thus, they're allowing themselves to be hurt in the long run. Me right now. 80s Phil Collins vibes. All right. Let's move into track 12. Dark Times featuring Ed Sheeran. I'm really excited about the next two features. Curious to see how Ed Sheeran fits into this, if it goes acoustic guitar route. And then Lana Del Rey, because you guys have been mentioning Lana Del Rey on the channel quite a bit. I don't know that I've heard anything from her, or that I've heard her as a feature on something. There's a chance, but I don't think so. So that should be interesting. All right, this is Dark Times featuring Ed Sheeran. There he is.
Waking up, 5:30. Blood on pillow, one bruised eye. Drunk too much, you know what I'm like.
Love the.
Should've seen the other guy.
Okay, sounds like a bar fight.
The right time for you to fall in love with me. Well, baby, I'm just being honest. And I know my lies could not make you believe. Running in circles, that's why in my dark time I'll be going back to the street, promising everything I do not mean. In my dark time, baby, this is all I could be. And only my mother can love me for me.
Another call out to the mom.
In my dark time,
Light one up, let me bum a smoke. So coming down, dripping through. I got another man's blood on my clothes, but it ain't his fault. It's a life I chose. This ain't the right time for you to fall in love with me. My baby, I'm just being honest. And I know my lies can never make you believe. Running in circles, that's why. In my dark times, I'll be going back to these streets, promising everything I do not mean. In my dark times, baby, this is all I could be. Only my mother could love me for me. In my dark times, in my dark times,
in my dark times, I've still got some problems, I know. Driving too fast, but just moving too slow.
and I've got something I've been trying to let go of.
That's a beautiful song.
Pulling me back every time.
In my dark time, taking it back to the street, making those promises that I
It
could.
continues to show Ed Sheeran's range as well. The type of music he can make.
Could be. Only my mother could love me for me.
In my dark time, taking it down to the street, making those promises that I would never keep.
In my dark time, this is all I could be. Only my mother could love me for me. In my dark times,
In my dark time,
in my dark times.
Man, they crushed that one together. I was really curious to see how they were going to pair up. They absolutely killed it. Okay, which I think, I mean, the song seems pretty straightforward, right? Somebody that's in their dark times and feeling like I'm probably not a good fit for you. And again, this is the thing you get a lot with Abel's music. It's not, no real apology for it. It's just like, hey, this is where I'm at. I'm in my dark times, all right? Not a good time right now. And even at the end of the song, it's like, I'm in my dark time right now. Pair sing of the addictions they fall into during their respective depressions, acting as a warning sign for women to stay away. The Weeknd and Ed Sheeran met at a party where they got pretty drunk, decided to write a song together. The next day they actually did that, so it's likely that this song is inspired by that exact party and its aftermath with a few exaggerations here and there. The Weeknd said, I wrote a song with Ed Sheeran that was kind of spontaneous. He was hosting the Much Music Awards in Toronto, and I invited him and pretty much the entire award show to my condo to party. Went on until about 5 a.m, but we didn't write the song until that next day. Can imagine how that night went. Ed also did a freestyle battle with Waka Flocka in my kitchen. That was pretty dope. That's crazy. Sound on the song captures the best of both The Weeknd and Ed Sheeran. I could see this being a huge hit. Legitimate R&B. Perfect song to listen to while you're trying to hide the body. Random kitty meowing sometime during the song. I didn't hear that, but it's possible. Let me know if you heard it. All right. The penultimate track featuring Lana Del Rey. This is track 13, titled Prisoner.
You bring good to my lonely life, honestly. It's hard for me to look into your eyes when I say that I would be nothing without your love. I feel the rush and it's amazing. Maybe I've been always destined to end up in this place. Yeah, I don't mean to come off selfish, but I want it all. Love will always be a lesson. Best get out of its way. 'Cause I know, all I know, all I know. I'm a prisoner to my addiction. I'm addicted to a life that's
See, so don't get it mad at me for talking about the debauchery leaving you sad and cold, okay? Empty and cold. He said it, okay?
I think I've been in Hollywood for too long. 'Cause I can feel my soul burning, feel it burning slow.
Like a candle
I would be
melting down.
without the touch. I feel the rush and it's amazing. Maybe I've been always destined to end up in this place. I don't mean to come off selfish, but I want it all. Love will always be a lesson. Best get out of its way. 'Cause I know, all I know, all I know. I'm a prisoner to my addiction.
Her voice fits this really well.
I'm addicted to a life that's so empty and so cold. I'm a prisoner to my decision. I'm a prisoner to my addiction. I'm addicted to a life that's so empty and so cold.
And that word is telling. Addicted.
Prisoner to my decisions.
I don't know.
I'm glad we brought her back in for the ending.
Wrapped up in a world where nothing's as it seems. In real life,
Yeah, another dark, haunting, and honest track, saying there's this emptiness, but the rush keeps calling me back, which is where that word addicted comes to, right? I'm addicted to this life that's leaving me empty and cold, but the rush, and anybody that's felt an addiction understands that is the nature of it. And the difficulty in escaping that. And even the idea, there was a lyric in there that almost made it sound like I don't know any other life than this, or I feel like I'd be leaving something behind. And that's where the struggle with addiction becomes, because like I've been this way for so long that this thing that I know is destructive to me feels so close to me though. And the idea of letting go of it, it's like leave the house and forget your phone, and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like, what do I even do with myself? Because this thing has been part of me for so long that you feel like life without it is nearly impossible. Prisoner debuted during the Weeknd's show in UK, was dubbed Mood Music 2. That first performance did not feature Lana Del Rey's falsetto vocals. When the track listing for Beauty Behind the Madness came out and people realized Lana would be putting her twist on it, Prisoner quickly became one of the record's most anticipated tracks. Lana is the only woman featured on an otherwise completely male album. Although Maddie Noyes does appear uncredited on the final track. On this morbid pop meets lusty R&B track, the addict, Abel, the tortured lover, Lana, respectively croon about their pains. Abel comes to grips with falling in love with fame, while Lana contemplates a relationship with Hollywood. Me and Lana have been friends for a long time. I've inspired her, she's inspired me. I feel like we've always been talking to each other through our music. She's the girl in my music, I'm the guy in her music. She was definitely the first feature that I wanted to bring on this album. Okay, that's just a repeated statement there. Yeah, she does fit nicely on the track. Which, it's interesting. Through a re-listen on this would be picking up on more of the tracks, that maybe have that kind of dual meaning in them. Not saying that every track is that way, and I've noticed several that are, but listening through that lens paints a different picture as well. All right, let's see how he chooses to close this one out. This is track 14, titled Angel. Okay, little angelic choir. Reminds me of Little Nightmares.
I saw you, yeah. I said, angel, I feel you closer every time I call you. Cause all I see are wings. I can see your wings, but I know what I am and the life I live. The life I live. And even though I sin, maybe we all wanna live. But I know time will tell if we're meant for this. Yeah, if we're meant for this. And if we're not, I hope you find somebody. I hope you find somebody. I hope you find somebody. I hope you find somebody to love. yeah. Said angel, whoa, you'll probably never take me back, and I know this. Yeah, I know this. Oh man, I said angel, whoa, I'm so desensitized to feeling these emotions. Yeah. No emotions, baby, 'cause all I see are wings. I can see your wings, but I know what I am and the life I live. The life I live. And even though I see we all wanna live, but I know time will tell if we're meant for this. Yeah. If we're meant for this, and if we're not, I hope you find somebody. I hope you find somebody. I hope you find somebody. I hope you find somebody to love. Somebody to love. Somebody to love.
Now, the female vocals on this are perfect.
Yeah, yeah. And even though we live inside a dangerously empty life, you always seem to bring a light. You always seem to bring a light. And even though we live inside a dangerously empty life, you always
Oh
seem
my
to
gosh.
bring me light. You always seem to bring me light. I hope you find somebody.
Gosh, what a deeply moving crescendo.
Somebody.
I hope you find somebody. I hope you find somebody to love. Somebody to love.
Oh, take us back in.
Somebody to love. Yeah. Yeah. I hope you find somebody, baby. I hope you find somebody. I hope you find somebody. I hope you find somebody. I hope you find somebody to love. Somebody to love. Somebody to love. Somebody to love. Somebody to love.
I wonder if this is meant to be a callback to that song that you want somebody to love. Wow, man. What a deeply moving close to this album. Just this wondering, like, will we stand the test? Everything inside me is like, you just drop everything, Abel. Go after the angel. Leave it all behind. It'll be worth it. On this epic closer, The Weeknd shows major remorse to his angel. The connection of love holds on by a bare thread as Abel wishes his special someone the best, hoping she finds somebody to love. Well, like, if we don't work out, I do hope you find someone to love. But I wish he would stop doubting, which I understand. I mean, the doubting that he is the one, if he's in his dark times, yeah, it's probably not the best thing. But that's where that thing inside of me, see, I get so invested in him, in the character, and I still don't even know where like his reality and these songs meet or where they're different. But that's where everything inside of me for this character, I'm just like, oh, please leave it all behind. During the song's second half, uncredited feature Maddie Noyes pops in as the angel. Check out the complex article about her here. Let's see if this is still here. Who is Maddie Noyes and how did she get featured on Weeknd's new album? So much like the Weeknd's previous releases, sparse with features. While Noyes is technically not featured in the general sense, she does provide vocals on the album ending Angel. We know this because 1, piracy is as relevant today as it was back in the Napster days. 2, she confirmed it with a recent Instagram status in which she screenshot a news article listing her contribution. So here comes the next part. Who is Maddie Noyes? According to her Facebook page, she's a teenage singer straight out of Corinth, Mississippi? There's also this important factoid. She signed to Lava Republic, the latter record label being the same one The Weeknd is signed to. Oddly enough, though, she has very little music to her name. Jeez, I mean, she's brilliant in that. She released an eponymous 4-song EP in 2013, one that is no longer available on iTunes. Okay. Likely that Lava Republic decided to wipe the slate clean so they could trot Maddie Noyes out as a brand new act who's got next. When they shared their class of 2015 roster earlier this year, Noyes was one of the 2 artists who had their social media accounts listed, but no music available. One other thing to note, if you skim through several pages of Google search results, a link on the Republic Records site showed up listed as Maddie Noyes, Confessions of a Bad. However, it's password protected. Could be your debut single. So will Maddie blow up after her high-profile spot on the Weeknd's new album. Guess as good as ours. We'll leave you with this nugget. Back in June of 2013, Noyes commented on an Interscope Record Instagram post with a link to her 4-song project and said, a lot more where this came from. Shoot me an email if you're interested. She would go on to sign to a label that shares the same parent company as Interscope. Never give up on your dreams. Let's check in on her real quick. And then I'll share some closing thoughts. Maddie Noyes. So 2015, part of a motion picture soundtrack. Then we have an album 2021, an album 2025. Let me know if you've listened to any more from her and what your thoughts are. Okay. Let's talk some closing thoughts. So if you felt like I was being too critical or anything like that, I understand you can feel that way. And that's always the challenge in doing these, right? Because I don't consider myself so much a critic as somebody who's just trying to listen and enjoy. But at the same time, you know, there are those times, and maybe it just depends on the mood I'm in on any given day. So sorry. That I just kind of share the things that, you know, I kind of rock with and I don't rock with. I think this album should be absolutely applauded. I think it's a great blend of the Abel we've known and maybe this new trajectory that he's on. I think the production on this album is absolutely insane and is brilliant. I think Abel's delivery on this album is incredible. There's a lot of variation while again still fitting in that kind of dark, almost like in this type of fog, you know, in the London streets at night with Jack the Ripper lurking around the corner. But that's where, you know, I become a little bit split within the album because it is beautiful. It is an incredible achievement. And then there's subject matter in many of the songs that's just tough for me. But you do get those things where that become most compelling to me is when you kind of get the stripped back, really looked inside into those deeper, meaningful songs. And maybe you need the former to have the latter, and that has been kind of the progression on many other albums or in the mixtapes, is this like, let me present you with just kind of the face value things that are going on, and then we begin to move into these deeper parts of maybe the struggle that comes with that. And like I said, even in the other tracks, like he kind of plainly says, like the one with Lana Del Rey, that I understand it's kind of this empty coldness, but I'm drawn to it. And then you take those, well, where are they speaking about just life in general versus maybe the perception of fame and the music industry and all of those different things. But the sounds in this and just the different decisions that are made, these small meticulous decisions all throughout these tracks, absolutely incredible, triumphant. I would give this album a very high score. So let me know your thoughts on it, and we'll have a conversation in the comments. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Appreciate it if you consider taking a look at Patreon. Got hundreds of hours of additional content from dozens of artists, and it's the best way to support the channel. Thanks for watching this one. I hope to see you in the next one, because we're eating good.